can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 out long. Game situation. Let's go. Smart.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Shift! Watch the shift! You're out! Hayward!
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Dog. Check lining up. Right. Check. Go. Bump. Stand, go.
They'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, attack! Three down. Kill. H3, 218. Chopper. Tighten up.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Check 49, check 49. Yellow. Buzz.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 37. Check 37. Go, go. Check 4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike Delta. Let's go, D. Yep. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Scene 6. Let's go, Heavy. Everyone. Yep. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. No! Mark 54. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. It's caught. Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
54, ready. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check it backer. Hard. Big air. Go. Check 24. Back.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 24. Watch 24. Check 48's the mic. Charlie, the mic. All day. Hey, color. Mike 48. Come off the ball. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got it.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All day, every day, any day. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Come to my world. We want it. Hey, 57, color. 58. On the ball. 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, Jags take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're saying right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, look, 48. Bravo! 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. They're running it. 48 for Mike. I'm here all my time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Second and 14. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Ready. Go. Ready.
Back to throw here. Finding Gabriel complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Exit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, watch out. Check those. Mike, 54. Watch the screen. And go.
He'll look to throw. Open man, here's Foster. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike smoke. Check pass. Check pass. Right there.
Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and 14.
61. Matchbox light. Hayward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
48's the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Buzz. Check 43.
Mahomes now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
15.
Delta. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Now Mahomes. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow.
Scene 6. 48th Mike. 48th Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hero 15.
Give me that ball, defense. Check 48.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
Check safety, check safety.
Yellow.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. 6 man.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Okay, Brent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Yellow, yellow.
Check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And have that relentless.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Saints 28, Jaguars nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Bound to lose one.
Dog. Hey, watch edge, watch edge. 36. Rock. Ready, go.
Second down and inches. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wait.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Bravo! Leo! Under crunch.
Second and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 52.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Watch the curl.
2nd and 5. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. High. Go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they give this time to the tailback. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Yellow. That's all, 80.
48 right now. Let's go. All day, baby. All day. Slam. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their line.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
I'm going to run you. Pilot, 64, weak. Slam.
Now a handoff looking right. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big time.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Go.
Don't get nervous.
Five.
Here's Minshew. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. And they did. Let's see how they adjust.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey! Now! I got one. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Right there, 54. Go. 54, Mike. Hey, Sam off. You're out. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Leo. Kill. Yo, go. Check 31. Shoot.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's go.
Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly
He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out.